Hi Bears, I'm Mr. Cerna reporting from the BTV studio. Today is Friday, October 23rd, 2020. Let's take a look at today in history. On this day in 1941, RKO Radio Pictures released Walt Disney's animated film, Dumbo, the first and only protagonist in a Disney animated feature film to have no spoken dialogue. Ridiculed because of his enormous ears, a young circus elephant is assisted by a mouse to achieve his full potential. It's one of my favorite animated films. The second and final 2020 presidential debate took place last night. Bears, those of you who are 18 years old and who registered to vote, hopefully you tuned in or streamed it. It's important. Now, be sure to do your civic duty. Go vote, because this is your voice. Early voting in Texas continues, with our state leading the nation with more than 4 million ballots cast so far. Early voting will continue until October 30th. Make sure your voice is heard. Only 11 days remain until November 3rd's election day, when many more Americans will vote in the 2020 presidential and local elections. Remember, your vote counts. Let's get out the vote. See, even our BTV Bear and his friend, they already voted. Bears, take part in the National PTA's Reflections Program with the theme of I Matter Because. There are 7 categories for students: dance and choreography, music composition, film production, photography, literature, visual arts, and special artists. Turn in all entries to librarian Harry Alston if you're on campus with in-person instruction. Virtual learners, send an email to the Brennan PTSA at brennanptsa@gmail.com to coordinate a curbside drop-off date and time. Student packets and category rules are at brennanptsa.org/programs/reflections. Take part. Our very own avid teacher, Mr. Felipe Lopez, who anchors BTV from time to time, wants you to know St. Mary's University will offer on-the-spot admissions on November 2nd from 11:50 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Use the QR code on this flyer to sign up for a 10-minute time slot. Be sure to include your first and last name and student email address. You must have applied to St. Mary's prior to the appointment. You also need to email Mr. Lopez your transcript, resume, or test scores by October 29th. For more information, contact him at felipe.lopez@nisd.net. Northside will participate in the Texas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers Virtual College Fair, and Northside's assigned time is from 6 to 8 p.m. on Monday, November 2nd. Students, though, will need to create an account. Virtual tours and information sessions are included, with more than 300 colleges and universities participating this year. On the evening of November 2nd, students will be able to chat online with university representatives. For more information, go to Northside website and search for NISD College, Career, and Military Night Goes Virtual. Take part. Our number 3 ranked Bears look to chalk up another win tonight. Last Saturday, the Bears ended the night with 239 yards, rattled off a 26-14 win against the number 4 Reagan Rattlers. It was a great win. The Bears face Stevens at Ferris Stadium at 7 p.m. tonight. Get out to support them, and remember to put the health screening on your phones. It's easy to do. Remember, Bears, for those of you returning to campus, don't forget to complete the health screening before entering the building. And yes, remember to fill out the form. Have it ready on your phones. It's easy to do. Remember your face coverings and social distancing. Those are 2 of the most effective ways to help reduce the risk of spreading and contracting the COVID virus, which is still very much a risk. Red Ribbon Week begins Monday, so wear red on that day. On Tuesday, wear boots. Wednesday is Twin Day, and Thursday is Disney Day. Wrap up the week by wearing pink to support our Bears versus Warren in the Pink-Out game next week against Warren. To complement Red Ribbon Week, our counselors produced an announcement focusing on self-care and living a drug-free lifestyle. Let's take a look.
Morning, Brennan Bears. My name is Miss Westbrook, and I'm one of your counselors. We're here today to talk about Red Ribbon Week 2020. Red Ribbon Week is October 26th through the 30th, and this year we're going to learn about self-care. There's been a lot of talk during 2020 about self-care. Are you taking care of yourself during this COVID time? Are you living a drug-free lifestyle?
S is for sleep.
S is for sleep. So vital sleep, we know, or proper sleep is just vital to a healthy lifestyle. And what we want to think about is getting good sleep without the need of chemicals or other drugs. Sleep helps repair our bodies to be ready for another day. Sleep helps to improve concentration and memory. And so you really want to think about, why is it dangerous to rely on drugs to fall asleep? You can become dependent on a drug, and then it can be very difficult to sleep without that sleep aid. So I really encourage you to try to get good sleep without the need of, any sort of drugs or alcohol or other, interventions. Pro tip, you're going to sleep better if your cell phone is not in your room. Charge that phone in another room and you'll get some good sleep.
E is for exercise.
B is for exercise. Exercise really benefits our bodies and our mind. Exercise can uplift your mental health, and just simple things: riding your bike, going for a walk with a family member, a sibling, or a friend. Exercise helps to promote, some of those chemicals in our brain that do combat depression and low self-esteem. And so it's a great way to produce those natural healthy chemicals and make us feel great.
L is for love.
L is for love. When we think about self-care, we want to think about those healthy, trusted relationships that we have in our lives. Who is the trusted adult in your life? Is it your parent, a teacher, a coach? Make sure you take some time to identify who in your life you could go to when you need support. And then we also want to think about our healthy friendships. Healthy friendships are not going to ask you to make risky decisions. Healthy friendships are not going to ask you to skip school and, maybe use drugs or alcohol. And so it's important to, nurture those healthy friendships and help provide support for maybe some of your friends who are struggling. And lastly, F is for fun. There are always fun things to do that don't involve risky behaviors. Vaping, drug use, skipping school, those types of things, they never end well. We need to know that if your friends are asking you to make risky decisions, well, there are adults in your life who are here to listen and here to help. So, get in on this. Tweet us your hashtag drug-free-fun at counseling BFND. We want to see, what are you guys doing for some drug-free fun? Because we know you are. So this Red Ribbon Week, let's focus on self-care and know that your Brennan counselors are always here to support you as you live a drug-free lifestyle.
Well, this is all I have for today. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at BTV Bears. And if you miss any part of this broadcast, catch us on YouTube by searching for BTV Bears. If you have any announcements for BTV, please email me, Mr. Cerna, at fernando.cerna@nisd.net. I'm Mr. Cerna, signing off from BTV. And remember, you can take part in Red Ribbon Week at home. Virtual learners, okay? You can take part. Stay safe and stay engaged in your learning. Have a great day, Bears.
This is a BTV production.